So the first thing you should know about meditation is that it's hard. It's hard for everyone. Even Buddhist monks, it's hard. It's not like the more you practice, the better you get. It's a more accurate saying would be, the more that's going on in your life, the harder it will be. And you'll just know, your mind is just going to wander. There is no failing. There is no succeeding at meditation except for your mind is going to wander, and you're going to recognize that, and you're going to pull it back to what it's supposed to be, to what your mind is supposed to be focusing on. Your mind is a muscle, and just like you work out your muscles for your body, you're going to work out your brain. And your brain is going to want to move on to something else really fast. It is not going to want to sit there and just be still and breathe. And so do not feel bad when your mind wanders. It will wander. Feel proud of yourself that you recognized that it wandered and that you can pull it back to what we're doing. Now, I have a book here that was given to me by my pain psychologist, and it's called Full Catastrophe Living. And it's this idea that there's never going to be a time in your life where things are going to be smooth sailing. We always think like next week things will calm down. And that's just never the case. It's never going to calm down. It's always going to be chaotic. And so what do you do then? So meditation is what we do in the meantime to bring peace and calmness to ourselves. And it's one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself. Now, with meditation, in this book, they went through and they had people who had severe anxiety or health problems where they had to learn to relax. And so they did this really intensive 30-day treatment. And they took an MRI scan of their brains before and after. And after 30 days of doing this intensive coursework, there was a noticeable change in the brain for training your brain through meditation. There were new connections. It was noticeable. It's a significant thing. And one of the most important things about why it was that way was because they did it routinely every day. Now, in these books, they'll tell you meditate 30 minutes a day. And when I read that and then I went back to my pain psychologist, I was like, what? There's no way I have 30 minutes with a 6-month-old child to meditate every day. And he said, okay, how about 10 minutes? It's more important that you do it consistently every day. Or 5 minutes. Just do it every day that much. Even when you don't feel like it. Even when that voice in your head says, oh, you're good today. You don't need to. You can skip. That's when you have to say, nope, I got to bring it back. Got to bring it back. And like I said, some days are easier because you're calmer inside and you can really keep your mind focused and it only wandered 200 times. And then other days where things are more stressful and chaotic, it may wander 1,000 times. And that's okay, because remember, the only thing that's important is that you recognized that it wandered and you bring it back 1,001. So I want to start off by an experience that really and truly happened to me. It was one of the ways that I knew Jesus was real. It was my Holy Spirit moment. And I'm going to walk you through it as if you were me. And then we're going to do this meditation that I learned called Leaves on a Stream. But I'm going to adapt it to have Jesus be there with you. So you're going to have this experience like I had with Jesus, hopefully. And then Jesus is going to take you to the stream. And we'll walk through it together. Now, if you fall asleep during this, that's totally okay. Last year, 3 people fell asleep. And that's okay. That just means you're that relaxed. Okay? So, I want you to just think about the position you're in. Are you comfortable? If you need to wiggle, get your wiggle out. And just get yourself in a comfortable position. And then I want you to close your eyes. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to go in, and we're going to hold. And when we let our Breath out, you push it down into the floor. Sometimes when we have stress, we breathe through our shoulders. And when we let it go, it comes out, up. This one I want you to let down. So take another deep breath. Expand wide. And now push it down as you breathe out. One last breath coming in. Now push it down. Let it go. I was driving past a scene of an accident and I was praying for the people in the accident. And then I was praying that they would go through these stages of grief in the right way, because I obviously was not going through them in the right way. And oh, by the way, what is the right way? And as I'm driving, I have this vision, but it's like a memory that you can see in your mind, in your mind's eye, but you can still see everything in front of you, in the world around you. And I saw this man walk up with this white light behind him, and he was wearing a white robe. I didn't see his face, but I knew it was Jesus. It's kind of like the way you remember somebody who you haven't seen in a really long time. You remember the essence of them, but maybe you can't remember every detail of their face, and it doesn't matter. You would recognize them all the same. And as Jesus was walking towards me, his arms were just open. And it was like he was saying, "Come here." It's like when you're waiting for a little child to run up and hug you and you put your arms open like that. "Come here and hug me." And that's what Jesus was doing. So picture yourself walking up towards Jesus. And as you get there, you see the smile and the joy on his face that you're there with him. And then you get there and you wrap your arms around Jesus, and he wraps his arms around you. And somehow, without needing to know if Jesus said it out loud or maybe in your mind, he said, "I am so glad to see you. Thank you for letting me in." And Jesus says, "You had a question about how you let go pain. I want you to see that pain. I want you to see it as light. Any place that you have pain in your body, from your toes, see it coming up your feet. See that light coming through. If there's pain in your legs, it turns into light and it flows. If there's pain in your head, it's turning into light and it's flowing down." And he said, "Pull all of this light that is pain into the center of your body, into your heart. And watch that light grow bigger and bigger in your heart as it grows dimmer in the places in your body where it used to live." Now you see that heart and it's just a big ball of light. And I want you to see that light pass from your heart into mine and give it to me. Because I'm strong enough. You can give this to me to carry. It is not a burden to me. You are not a burden. You are my joy. And any time you feel pain, I want you to come back here to my arms. And I want you to tell me what hurts. And together we'll turn that pain into light. And you'll focus that light out of your heart and into mine. And you'll trust me to carry it. And then Jesus squeezes you a little tighter and tells you, "Good job." And then he says, "I want to show you something. Come with me." And as you let go of Jesus' embrace, he holds your hand and walks beside you. And you see a path. And it's leading to a stream. Now this stream can be anywhere you want it to be. It can be in the middle of the woods. It can be in the middle of a meadow. It can be at the edge of a beach. It can be on a mountain. It can be wherever you want this stream to be. And as you approach the stream, you see a basket. And realize actually there's two baskets. The first one is full of leaves, and there's another one sitting under it. Jesus says, pick up the basket of leaves. So you sit down, and it's comfortable inside. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. The ground is soft. Jesus picks up the other basket, and he says, every time a worry or a thought comes to your mind, I want you to put it in this basket. If all of a sudden you remember something that you need to do later, you put it in my basket. I will hold it for you, and I will give you the basket back at the end. And you say, okay, and you trust Jesus with this basket. And he says, look at your basket, and it's full of beautiful leaves. They're all different colors. Some feel soft. Some have a satisfying crinkle when you pick them up. And he says, we all have lies that go through our head that tell us we're not good enough. And they repeat in our mind. And we hold on to them because we think it's the truth. And that if we hold on to them, no one can use them against us. But they are not truth. They are just thoughts. And any thought that you have right now, I want you to pick up a leaf and see that thought on the leaf. And then he said, I want you to put the leaf in the stream and watch it go down the stream and float away. Because it's a thought. It's not the truth. The truth is you are beloved. The truth is you are good. The truth is I am proud of you and proud to call you mine. So let the next thought that comes up to argue, pick up a leaf and put it on it and lay it on that stream. You watch it go down the stream with a little current. Maybe it goes around some rocks. Maybe it spins a little as it goes. But pretty soon it's out of sight. And another thought comes to your mind, and you put it on a leaf, and you put it in the stream. And then you feel Jesus rubbing your back and saying, I'm proud of you. Keep going. I'm right here. I won't leave you. And if you have a thought of something you need to remember for later, you can put it in my basket. But grab another leaf. Put a thought down on that. Remember, it's just a thought. Thoughts only have power if you let them. Watch it float down the stream. You can grab as many leaves as you want, and the basket is never empty. There are always enough leaves for as many thoughts as you need to let go of. And the stream will keep flowing and taking them away. And even if it's the same thought that keeps coming over and over again, you just put it on that leaf and you watch it float away. And you hear Jesus say, "I'm proud of you, good job." Remember, it's just a thought. It only has power if you let it. A thought is not truth. The truth is you are loved. You pick up another leaf and you put the thought down on it, and it goes down the stream. And little by little, you feel just a little lighter. You feel a little more at peace. You feel safe because Jesus is there with you. And no matter what thought comes to your mind, you're going to put it on that leaf, and Jesus is never letting go. You feel Jesus' arm around you. You can lean into it if you want. He says, "Go ahead, I see another thought forming in your mind. Put it down on that leaf." Watch it drift by. And each time that leaf drifts by and you turn to watch it go, you see Jesus in your peripheral vision. With his other arm, he rubs the side of the arm closest to you. He says, "You're doing great. Pick up another leaf." And he says, "I am your safe place. This is your safe place. You can come back to this safe place whenever you need to. My love is always here. This basket is always ready." You take a deep breath and you let it out. And as you exhale, you feel some of the grief you've been holding let go just a little bit with you. You pick up another leaf. You put a thought down. And you send it down the stream. Jesus says, "You are cherished. You are worthy. These thoughts are not real. They're not truth. It's okay to let them go. And every time you put down a thought on a leaf, you feel a little bit more of Jesus' love in your heart as it replaces the thought that was left behind. And each time you put down a leaf, you feel a little bit safer, a little bit stronger. Jesus says, "You are doing great. I love you. You are mine. You always have been. My greatest sadness is only when you believe the lies. There's nothing you can do to change my love for you. And any thought that disagrees, you put it down on a leaf. And you watch it drift away. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are an expression of love. I have loved you from the moment you were created. I love every part of you, even the parts of you that are not your favorite. They are mine. And any thought that disagrees with this, you put it on that leaf and you watch it float away. And with every leaf that floats away, you feel a little bit more love come into your heart. There's a little bit more room now that these lies, these thoughts are floating away. And Jesus says, these thoughts will come back, and that's okay. But whenever they come back, just bring them here. I love you beyond reason. I love you beyond time. I love you beyond space. And any thought that disagrees with that, you put it on a leaf and send it down the stream. Maybe in the distance, you can hear a bird chirping. And Jesus says that bird is singing for you. That bird is singing a happy song because that bird loves you too. And you feel the sun gently shining on your back. It warms you. You lean into Jesus a little more. And Jesus says, lay your head down on my shoulder. You can let it go. And you hear the stream as it goes by. The water as it swirls around the rocks. Maybe there's a gentle breeze that slightly ruffles the leaves in the trees or the grass surrounding you. Jesus says, take a deep breath. Breathe in my light and love. And breathe out the pain. If you have another negative thought, you can put it on that leaf. Watch it go down the stream. Now Jesus strokes your hair. Says, I am so proud of you. I love you so much. There is nothing you could do or say to change how much I love you. Whenever you walk anywhere in life, know that I walk beside you. My hand has always reached out to you. All you have to do is reach yours out and grab mine. God the Father is always walking there behind you. We will catch you if you fall. And the Holy Spirit, she'll light the path in front of you. You might not get to see as far down the path as you would like, but trust that we are there. And if you have another thought that disagrees with that, put it on the leaf. And watch it float away. Jesus slowly rubs his hand down your back. And wherever his hand touches, you feel your muscles relax. The tension lets go. Jesus kisses your forehead. And your face relaxes. All the tension that you're holding in your forehead and behind your eyes relaxes. The grip of your jaw on your teeth relaxes. Jesus takes his hands down your cheeks, down your neck, and on your shoulders. And as he does, you feel relaxation flooding all those areas that used to be tense. Jesus lightly rubs his hands across your feet. And as he does, it feels soft and smooth. And you feel a tingling sensation go up your body. And Jesus holds your hands and he says, "You see these hands? They're the hands of my beloved, and I love them." And any thought that disagrees with that, you put it on a leaf and watch it float down the stream. Jesus says this place is always here for you. There will always be a basket full of leaves waiting for you. You can always come back here. You don't even have to ask me to come with you, for I am already there. Remember, I walk beside you. We can come here anytime you want. He says, "I'm so proud of you. You've done such a good job today." He said, "We can come back here tomorrow. You can put this basket of leaves down. And all those things you needed me to hold on to remember, I'll give them back. And as you take them back, they don't feel as heavy as they did before. Because you know that as you carry this basket, Jesus carries the other side. You're not carrying this alone." And then you see God the Father come up behind you, put his hands on your shoulders, say, "Good job. I love you." And then you feel the warmth of the Holy Spirit saying, "Let's go this way. You did great." And as you walk back to this room, you carry that peace. You carry that love. You carry that truth with you always. You are loved beyond reason, loved beyond time, loved beyond space. And you take a deep breath and you slowly open your eyes. But the peace stays with you.